saw Harry Chapin in concert shortly before he died, and it was a wonderful night. I will always remember that. So these three songs are dedicated to Harry Chapin and my first wife, Sue. A child arrived just the other day. He came to the world in the usual way, but there were planes to catch, bills to pay. He learned to walk while I was away, and he was talking before I knew it. As he grew up, he'd say, I'm gonna be like you, Dad. You know I'm gonna be like you. And the cat's in the cradle and the silver spoon, the little boy blue and the man in the moon. When you coming home, Dad, I don't know when we'll get together then, son. You know we'll have a good time then. Well, my son turned 10 just the other day. He said, thanks for the ball, Dad, come on, let's play. Can you teach me the throw? I said, not today, I got a lot to do. He said, that's okay. And I walked away, his smile never dimmed. He said, I'm gonna be like him, yeah, you know I'm gonna be like him. And the cat's in the cradle and the silver spoon, the little boy blue and the man on the moon. When you coming home, Dad, I don't know when we'll get together then, son. You know we'll have a good time then. Came from college just the other day, so much like a man I just had to say. Said, I'm proud of you, can you sit for a while? Shook his head and then he said with a smile, what I'd really like, Dad, is to borrow the car keys. See you later, can I have them please? And the cat's in the cradle and the silver spoon, little boy blue and the man on the moon. When you coming home, son, I don't know when we'll get together then. You know we'll have a good time then. Well, I've long since retired, my son's moved away. Called him up just the other day. I said, I'd like to see you, if you don't mind. He said, I'd love to, Dad, if I could find the time. You see, my new job's a hassle and the kids are the flu. Sure nice talking to you, Dad. It's sure nice talking to you. And as I hung up the phone, it occurred to me, he'd grown up just like me. Boy was just like me. And the cat's in the cradle and the silver spoon, the little boy blue and the man on the moon. When you coming home, son, I don't know when we'll get together then. You know we'll have a good time then. Have a good time then. You know we'll have a good time then. You travel around the country and get off the interstate and travel through some of the small towns in America. You see old train depots that are remnants of the past. They were the heartbeat of the nation at one time, but they're all pretty much gone by the wayside. This song is about an old man who manages a station where very few trains come through anymore. The old man has a dream and the younger man buys his story. It's called Corey's Coming. Old John Joseph was a man with two first names. Left him in the railroad yard and they took away the train. Only one run a week comes roaring down the line. So all he's got to worry about is time. sits in the break house, his hands out to the fire, moving through his memories of love and desire, telling me the stories of the glories of his past. But he always saves the story of his Corey for last. He says, my Corey's coming, no more sad stories coming, midnight moonlight morning glory's coming, aren't you, girl? Like I told you.